Hello students, this is Poonam teacher back with a new video of Science 1 on the chapter Chemical Equations and Reaction. In this video, I'll be teaching you oxidation and reduction. So let's see what is the meaning of oxidation. Oxidation carries three meanings. One is addition of oxygen. Second is removal of hydrogen. And loss of electrons. So oxidation can be addition of oxygen, it can be a removal of hydrogen, or it can be losing of the electrons. Let's see with the help of some examples. If this is Mg, that means magnesium, if oxygen molecule is added to it, it will result into formation of magnesium oxide. So this reaction is an oxidation reaction. There is also oxidation reaction which we carries out into our day-to-day life, and that is the oxidation of the food. And we have already seen into science 2 that how glucose is oxidized and it results into formation of ATP. So that reaction is also oxidation reaction. Let's see some other examples which are given into your book. Like carbon, when it reacts with oxygen, it will result into formation of CO2. This is also an oxidation reaction because there is addition of oxygen. Then the next example is magnesium hydride, MgH2. And this magnesium hydride, it decomposes on high temperature and then it results into formation of magnesium and hydrogen gas is released. But there is no addition of oxygen given into this reaction. Then why this is known as oxidation reaction? Because there is removal of hydrogen. Hydrogen was associated with magnesium over here, but now that hydrogen has been removed and now this magnesium is alone over here. That is why this is also an example of oxidation reaction. Let's see another example. There is ethane given, CH3, CH3. You can also write like this. This is the structural formula of ethane. Ethane is an alkane. You have already studied this in 9th standard that there are saturated hydrocarbons and alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons, and ethane is one of an example of it. So now whenever this hydrogen, two hydrogen from this, to any of the two hydrogen atom from this ethane molecule, it will be removed, then the oxidation will take place and then it will result into formation of ethene, that is CH2 double bond CH2, like this. A double bond will be created because any of the two hydrogen atoms might have removed. Let's take for example this hydrogen atoms might have been removed from ethane and then it resulted in the formation of ethene. Ethene is an alkane. So whenever hydrogen is removed, then also we can say that it is an oxidation. So we can say that this is also an example of oxidation reaction. And let's see other things. Here into your book, one example is given of ethyl alcohol, that is CH3, CH2, OH. And it has been oxidized with the help of some oxidizing agent. This is a nascent oxygen. I'll teach you afterwards that how this nascent oxygen is produced. And this is potassium dichromate into an acidic medium. The acid used over here is sulfuric acid. So now this nascent oxygen will remove this hydrogen atoms which are present over here, and then a double bond will be produced. It will result into formation of acetic acid. This hydrogen and this hydrogen will be removed now, and then it will result into formation of double bond with O. This nascent oxygen will come over here and this OH which is already there into the reactant side. So this is how formation of CH3 COOH acetic acid will take place, and this is also an example of oxidation reaction. So what has happened over here? These two atoms of hydrogen has been removed, also one oxygen atom has been added into the product, and because of that the ethyl alcohol has turned into acetic acid. The oxidizing agents used over here are potassium dichromate into an acidic medium. Acid used over here is sulfuric acid, and this is nascent oxygen. Now nascent oxygen is the previous stage or the first stage of the formation of any oxygen molecule. If you want the oxygen molecule to get for the formation of oxygen molecule, this nascent oxygen plays a very important role. For formation of ozone, this nascent oxygen should be there, and then it will result in the formation of O3. This is ozone gas which is present between the stratosphere and the troposphere, and which protects us from harmful UV rays of the sun. Now let's see what is the meaning of oxidizing agent. In that reaction, what I taught you, in that reaction, potassium dichromate was the oxidizing agent. It was used into the acidic medium. It was known as the oxidizing agent. So what are these oxidizing agents? Oxidizing agents will reduce itself, but it will bring about the oxidation of another substance present along with it. So such kind of substances will be known as oxidizing agents. If any substance or any of the compound is bringing about the oxidation of other compound, then that compound will be known as oxidizing agent. Thank you.